Hello again, everyone. So I recently changed up my EDC setup a little bit, and I wanted to share it with you all. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stay in this setup, but I'm trying it out. I'm trying to be a little bit more minimal with what I carry around. Again, I'm still working from home and, not venturing out all that much, but I was feeling like the setup that I had in a B6 Slim TN was just, there was just too much stuff that I didn't need in there. So what I've done is I've moved the important stuff that I really need into this B6 Slim Folio by Chic Sparrow. So this is I guess it's the artist collection now, and this is the Giovanni color. As of the filming of this color and leather is out of stock at Chic Sparrow, but supposedly they're going to be carrying it again. It's really, really beautiful. It's actually coming off a little lighter on the camera than it actually is. But this is actually a lovely sort of caramel color, and I really, really like it. I liked this leather so much that I bought 3 different sizes in it. This is one of the 3. But I realized that I had never really even tried the new sizing in the B6 Slim folios. So I set this up and I really, really like it. And I'll just do a quick flip through of this for you all. So again, this is the newer size B6 Slim folio. And the difference between this folio size and the old folio size from Chic Sparrow is that it's a little bit taller, and I'm not sure if it's wider too. I think it might just be taller to accommodate a Jabun Techo or something that's that size, which is what I have in here. And that's kind of why I wanted to try it out, because I'm actually using the Jabun Days in here that I've been really, really liking, and I'm almost to the end of this first book in the 2-book set for the year, and I'm gonna keep it up for the rest of the year, and we'll see how it goes as to whether or not I'll do it again next year. So far I'm leaning towards yes. But the other thing about the new folios, or the B6 Slim folios, is they all come with an elastic band. So there is and I can't show you because all of my books are in there, but there is a little metal, I'm not sure what they're called, but basically like a little piece of metal that's holding this in place as opposed to a knot, so that it's a little more slimline. I kind of like that. So in here, I have really the basics of what I had in my B6 Slim TN setup, but like I said, it's just the essentials here. And I want to start by giving a bit of a disclaimer. It's been a very long day for me, but I've been wanting to film this for a little while, and I figure I should just go ahead and do it. It's been a very emotionally draining week. This is the tail end of May when I'm filming this, but you're going to be seeing this more towards the middle of June, probably. But May was Mental Health Awareness Month, and we had a bunch of mental health webinars at my work, and I don't think anybody realized the extent to which people really needed it, and we all kind of just like had a collective cry today on our webinar. So but it made me feel really good that they are prioritizing talking to us about mental health issues, and it made me really happy to work where I'm working. But it was very draining, so that's why I'm a little low energy today. But so what I have in here, let's get back to this, is so this is my collections notebook, which is essentially what you would have in a bullet journal for collections, but I'm doing the daily spreads in my Jabun Days. So this is just the collections, which I've listed out here. This has been working out pretty well too. I actually wondered if I actually needed this thick of a notebook, but I think this is a pretty good size. This is from Paper Penguin Co., and it is one of their larger Tomoe River notebooks that is just like the little insert size. It's the most pages you can get in the insert size for this. And it's the old Tomoe River paper, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get more. But it's been working really well for this. So basically I have a little index up front, and then, you know, I have individual sections that if I end up using more than a 2-page spread, I will move to another page and then I'll just continue it on. Like the bullet journaling method, I will continue to use that for these collections. So, and in here I have these little cards, which are these Edison idea cards. I still have these in here. I have not been using them because I would set up little collections for the responses to these little like 10, this is 10 childhood memories that you should share with loved ones. And they have all kinds of different things, lists of 10. I haven't been using them a lot. In fact, I stopped using these pretty much as soon as the pandemic started because I just really wasn't into it. But I do want to get back to it at some point, so I'm keeping these just in the front flap here of the folio. And then I actually have the front and back cover of the Jabun Days, which is what this is, tucked into the front and back of this folio cover. And I kind of wanted to do it this way so that so this didn't kind of flop open and have this be sort of separated. I don't know if that makes sense, but I felt like this was a little more secure having that around. It might not be the best for the cover of the Jabun Days, but it seems to be fine, and it hasn't broken or anything like that. I think the spines are really pretty sturdy on those Jabun notebooks, on these Jabun calendars. So in here, like I said, this has been working really, really well. I'll just open it to this page to give you kind of an idea of how I'm using this. So here I'm using this as my daily bullet journal spread here. Like here I have to give my doggy his heartworm meds on this particular day. So that's the only event I so far have on this day. But tasks I would list here. Notes that I have for a particular day that don't really have a place anywhere else, I'll put them here. And then here, if I have specific timed appointments, I will put them on the calendar. And sometimes if I don't have a lot of appointments, but I do have a lot of notes or something, I will let that flow over into this space. And then sometimes I'll just put decorations on or washi tape or something that came from Happy Mail or something like that day. And then down here, I've been keeping track of what I'm supposed to get in the mail each day. Like here's just some odd things that I have coming this day, like a water pick. I recently went back to the dentist after not going for about 1.5 years. And apparently I'm on the verge of having periodontitis, gum disease, basically, where your bone might actually deteriorate. So they suggested that I get a water pick to take care of that, or, you know, to do daily cleanings with that. So, you know, cleaning my mouth every day with a water pick, or my gums every day with a water pick, is a lot better than having advanced gum disease. So that's what I'm trying to do. So each page is like this. There is a monthly spread. I have a lot of personal stuff in these monthly spreads, so I'm not going to go to that, but the monthly spreads have been working really well in here. They have the little tracking list down below. I'll actually put a link to the latest video that I did of this setup in a traveler's notebook, because that'll go into some more detail of the different sections. But I've really, really been liking this, and like I said, I think I'm going to continue. And then back here, I have a little Jabun Techo zipper pouch, which just slips into the back here. I'm not using, because this doesn't have strings, I don't have my little zipper wallet insert in here. So I'm just putting everything in here. So basically I have stamps, I have some warranty cards, discount cards, and then I also have some like business cards of things that I want to keep track of. I have some migraine meds in here. And then I've put just a pen loop that I have gotten from Amazon that's like a little stick-on thing. It has a sticky back. So I put that on here, and then it just has a little elastic. And I've put in this Lamy Studio in the terracotta color. I felt like it went really well with this color of notebook. I switch out my pens a lot. I switch out my notebooks a lot, but I thought this went really nicely, and I've been really liking a fine nib in here, and this has actually a fine gold nib. But this gold nib actually, so when I got it, it was super duper scratchy. So I aligned the tines, and it was still, because the alignment was a little bit out of whack, but after I aligned it, it still was a little bit scratchy, so I smoothed this with micro mesh. But because, I mean, gold is softer than, looks like I have heartworm meds again on this date in June. I'll go ahead and show you, because this is a gold nib. When I smoothed it, and this was not my intent necessarily, it was not my intent at all. It ended up being a little bit like an architect nib, because I think I had taken a little too much off the sides. But I actually really, really like the results. So as you can see, it's a little thicker on the side stroke than it is on the downstroke, and I actually really, really like it. So this is my accidental architect nib here, which is really kind of fun, I think. The ink that I have in here is TWSBI Orange, which is actually one of my all-time favorite orange inks. It's really beautiful. It has this beautiful shading. It's just a really nice ink. It flows really well. But like I was saying, I really do like a fine nib in this particular notebook, because the little grid lines are pretty small. I mean, I could write over 2 grid lines, but if I do have to pack in more information on a day, which I have had to do occasionally, it's nicer to have a thinner nib. So this is a Lamy Studio in terracotta. I always forget it, how many T's and C's. And then this has a gold fine nib, and then this is TWSBI Orange. But yeah, when I discovered that, I was like, oh, well, that was a very happy accident. But this has been working well. For a while, I was using a Pilot Vanishing Point, which has a little clicker. And I really liked that because you could do it kind of one-handed. But this is okay. The cap, the pull cap, it does post, which I like in a cap. But it works pretty well. So that's pretty much the setup, and I kind of went on a little bit of a few diversions there, but that's essentially the setup. I'm really liking it. This is the only new B6 Slim size folio that I have. I'm going to pull out just a little bit so you can see more. But I'm not sure if I want to get more. I think I'm going to use this for a little while and see if I like this, and if this is my preferred setup. I have a feeling, you know, once I start getting it out into the world more, I might feel like I need more stuff in here on a daily basis. But for now, I'm really liking the streamlined, smaller, thinner version of the B6 Slim. So this is working well. But there you go. That's all I had for you today. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.